Darlings, the queen has arrived. And I'm here to remind you that self-devotion is your mission and it's healing humanity, which is your purpose. Okay? In case you forgot, self-devotion is your mission. Sometimes during the day, it can maybe you get distracted, you get pulled outside of yourself, and you are forced to turn your attention to someone else's issue. Devoting yourself to something external to yourself, and that's where you get distracted. That's how you get caught in a matrix loop. Um, that's when you forget your divinity. That's when you forget you're calling all the shots here, okay? So your mission, your what, your how is self-devotion. And so I looked up devotion, and devotion is um, an immense love and loyalty and in encouragement, I think enthusiasm for a cause or a person. And so you're going to do that for yourself. And yeah, throughout the day, you're going to be pulled off of your mission. You're going to be tempted to be pulled from your mission. So just keep coming back. What is the most loving thing I can do for myself right now? How can I show loyalty to myself in this moment right now? How can I show enthusiasm for me, for Sheba, for whoever you are watching this? All right. And it's really important for you to do that because I think a lot of us get blocked and distracted by this fear of being selfish, caring about yourself in a way that, makes other people upset with you, makes other people find you, call you selfish. But really, you are, what did I hear? Self-full. You're full of yourself. And that's key. Okay. Um, and when you do that, when you work on your internal, when you play with your internal, when you make sure you are regulated, when you make sure your inner child feels safe and seen, when your body feels loved on and poured into with, the most, delicious, nutritious, whatever things, when you're doing what you want, you're following your heart, that's connecting you with the divine. That's connecting you with the truth. And that is what's going to heal humanity. You learning how to heal yourself, you devoting yourself to yourself. That's going to heal humanity. I know it seems counterintuitive, but that's the key. Yeah. And so when you learn to pour into you and really devote yourself to you, like, I think it's easy to think of it like if you're devoting yourself to, let's say, a child. You invest in that child. You make sure that child gets the healing that they don't even know they need. You make sure that child feels free. You make sure the child, you invest in that child's evolution. You like send them to classes, like lessons. You like arrange times for them to just play. And now you're the child that you're devoting yourself to. And that action, because you're such a powerful being, it's going to be a ripple effect that is going to help heal humanity. Your devotion to yourself and cultivating a safe space for you to exist, yeah, it's going to heal humanity. Also, time out really quick. Look at these nails. Okay, these are my I got my nails done yesterday, I think. Yeah, and I gave my nail tech the inspiration of push pin ornaments. Do you remember those like vintage push pin ornaments? I had to look up what they were because I was remembering it. Like my great great grandmother had these Christmas tree ornaments that were like they seemed kind of handmade almost, like because they were like fabric and ribbon and stuff. And I was like, what is that called? Push pin ornaments. Okay. Look at these. I don't know if you can even like fully tell all the detail on these, but oh my God. She like hand painted and hand like stoned each of these. Look at this one. Like, oh my freaking goodness. Or this one. Like, so beautiful. They're all just so pretty. I love it. Yeah. So anyway, um, yeah. So devotion to yourself is your mission. Yeah, so your mission is like, the what you're doing and maybe the how you're doing it. And your purpose is your why. Okay? So the mission is devotion to yourself. Why are you doing that? Because you're healing humanity. And so, like, I hope that makes it a little bit easier when you have those moments of like, I'm going to call it self blame, kind of abandoning yourself, being like, oh, I'm in the wrong. Okay, I have to do something else. I have to do this. This person is counting on me. Babe, you're counting on you. So, what do you need? You probably, devotion to yourself probably looks like more sleep, like more just looking at yourself in a mirror and admiring yourself, more journaling, just so you get used to seeing your thoughts, having your thoughts outside of your body. It self-devotion might look like turning on your camera, maybe not even necessarily posting something, but just getting in the habit of understanding what you look like, getting used to what you sound like, not just getting used to it, like learning to love it, accepting it like a friend. Or what else do people have devotion to? They'll have devotion to a religion or a god within their religion. And then when we think of it that way, when the devotion, the object of your devotion is outside of yourself, you can kind of see, okay, what would we do? We would study up on the what do you call it, on the deity that the person is devoting themselves to. They read books about it, or get other people's take on this, or form a personal relationship with the deity in order to show devotion. You try to shape your actions, you direct your actions in a way that is going to show love and loyalty to the deity. All right. And so, in the Bible, it says the kingdom of heaven is within you. So in your act of self-devotion, you're also going to be connecting to God. You're going to be knowing your own divinity and your own humanness. And that's the key, baby. That's the key. That's what we need you to be doing. Okay. So I'm going to just pull 2 cards. We're still learning tarot and how to, interpret it and stuff. Oh my gosh. And I'll see if anything wants to come through on the message that we're talking about today, which is self-devotion is your mission. All right. That's what you're doing all this for. All the studying, all the working, all the isolation, you're devoting it to yourself. And that's going to heal humanity. So, okay. 2 came out. Let's see. Ooh, perfect. Okay. 7 of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Ooh. Okay, so Pentacles is about material gain and material things, money, wealth. And so 7 of Pentacles, you see she's watering her plants and she's looking at them, and it's kind of about waiting and knowing that you've planted the seeds, your stuff is growing, you see it, and now you just have to wait, water it, and let the universe do its thing. The growth will appear when you are just devoted to watering it and caring for it and tending to it. So yeah, think of yourself as the plant that you are devoting yourself to. You understand what type of food is best to help the plant grow. You make sure you have the right type of sunlight or whatever, that it's facing the right direction. You water it with a certain type of water in a certain type of way to maximize the growth. And then you leave it alone. Now try to treat yourself that way, okay? You consume only the things that are going to help you grow. So that's not just food, or alcohol or plant medicine. It's also the like stuff you listen to, the things you watch on TV or the movies or the things you fill your mind with, your energy with, your spirit with, whatever you're consuming, the ideas that you're consuming. You want to make sure that they are contributing to your growth, right? But also, part of being a human is like enjoying yourself. It's playing, it's being, okay? And, but also part of being a plant is just like letting it chill. If you're always moving the plant around or uprooting it and moving it somewhere else, like it's not going to be able to thrive. Leave it alone. Put it in the right spot. Fill it up with what it needs, what it's going to benefit from. Don't move it around. Keep digging it up and being like, is it ready? Is it like blah, blah, blah? Leave it alone. Leave yourself alone. Chill, relax, rest, germinate. That was a word I learned also. Is that it? Yeah, I think germinate. It's when like you plant a seed and the germination phase is like after a period of stagnancy. Um, it's when like the seed starts to like take root. Okay? And that can only happen when you leave it alone. All right? When you let it rest. When you trust that you've done enough and now it's going to grow, okay? And here we have Ace of Pentacles. No, we don't. We have Ace of Cups, okay? And in this card, it's like overflowing. This water is overflowing. So, cups is about what? Relationships, emotions, feelings. And, there's so much water in this cup, and it's like the divine is presenting you with this like, oh, wow, perfect self-devotion. It's like your cup is going to run over. You want to be like so full of yourself, so devoted to yourself that you are filling yourself up constantly, so much so that it's overflowing. Yeah, that makes sense actually. All right. So, yeah, let's take one more card. Okay, we're gonna do one from the Black Tarot. I like that one because I have the book handy too. So, and it like, yeah, I like how they interpret things. Okay, so let's see what clarifying card wants to come through. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups and this message about self-devotion and how that is going to heal humanity, right? Because we're all connected. Everything, there's this interconnectedness of all life, of all beings, of all things. So yeah, when you devote yourself, you show this love, this determined love for yourself. Justice. Ooh, powerful. Okay, on this one. Ooh, okay, so on this one, there's a sword makes up the like, I don't know, that part of a scale. And okay, so both sides of the scale have water. And on the right side of the scale, I guess depending on which way you're looking, this one has, it looks like people who are, I don't know if they're holding it up, but it seems like the water from this one is like flowing out onto these people. Yeah, I don't know what the flowers are behind it either, but okay, let me look up what this one means. Interesting. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, justice. Ooh, I love, you know me as a lawyer, love me some justice. And as an earth angel, I think that's, part of my purpose is to bring justice to the realms. But let's see what they got to say about The Justice card. Okay. Justice. The traits of it are equity, truth. It's like a maybe, okay? A scale of justice holds water or life on either side. On one of the sides, a community of individuals works to keep the scales in balance. The collective's goal is to ensure that justice prevails. Oh my God, it's so perfect. The justice card is a sign of acting with integrity. Remember, every action has a reaction, so make decisions based in both compassion and logic. Ooh, wow, that's powerful. Okay, so this book has some questions to go with it, okay? When the justice card is pulled, it's time to consider, do you take responsibility for the choices you make and the actions you take? What do you consider to be truly just? And do you call on empathy and understanding before making judgment calls? Ooh, I definitely do. Okay, so the cards that we pulled were Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Justice. And this reading is all about, this message is all about self-devotion and how devotion to yourself heals humanity, okay? And so this, talks about how the collective's goal is to ensure that justice prevails. That's absolutely something that I am, invested in. That's my vision. That's my version of what healing is. It includes justice for people who have not had it thus far. All right. Okay. Humility, justice, consistency, air sign. Okay. Oh, heart chakra. Love it. Open heart. Truth, law, balance, fairness, thorough evaluation, karma, reevaluation of priorities, consequences, honesty, cause and effect. Okay. Interesting. So I love that this reading has so much water in it. Water is, life. It's, yeah, like everything, like at least, humans, we need water. This earth, like our distinguishing feature is, that we've got so much freaking water on it. So much life comes from water. And in this one, we have, oh yeah, there's also a water pot in this. Ooh, interesting. Okay. And so, like, all of these people are working together to keep the scales balanced. Interesting. I love it. I think this is all about our interconnectedness and about how when we pour into ourselves, pour this love into ourselves, devote ourselves to cultivating ourselves, devote ourselves to ourself, our healing, our emotions, sitting with our feelings, communicating with ourself, nurturing ourselves, pouring into ourselves, then we're able to co-create justice for everyone, co-create a world where we have balance and where we all have this healing, this resource, this infinite resource, equity, truth. This is a sign of acting with integrity. Remember, every action has a reaction, so make decisions based in both compassion and logic. Yeah, and I guess that's like helpful when we're thinking about self-devotion because, some people who maybe have a more like, masculine slant might take all of these cards to, mean like, and like the idea of self-devotion to mean that like, you're gonna like be harmful somehow to other people. Like you're not going to, you're gonna act carelessly or thoughtlessly or in a way that other people are gonna be harmed, right? Without compassion, without, checking in with your heart. And that's not what we're about, okay? So yeah, a sign of acting with integrity. Ooh, and that's like actually one of the things that like I really love about Billy and about myself is like our, commitment, inclination to acting with integrity. And so yeah, babe. Act with integrity, both like, in relating with yourself and with others. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna meditate and reflect on this reading and these things, but I think I probably gave it to you even more, better than I think I did. But yeah, truth, integrity, honesty in your emotions, in your feelings, cultivating you. So yeah, I think like also all of this stuff, yeah, is about balance. Like, because this, if you like pour too much water or not enough, or you like give you too much sun or not enough, give the wrong food, the wrong soil, then you're not going to thrive. And you are the same, okay? So you want to be constantly pouring into yourself, devoting yourself to yourself, giving yourself, oh my God, the things you need, giving yourself the things you need, and also, like, I think it's a direct thing, hydrate. I think y'all need to hydrate a lot more than you do, all right? Me too. Hashtag me too. But yeah, hydrate, pour into yourself, pour love into yourself. It's gonna start overflowing, babe. And that is going to bring justice to the freaking world, to humanity, okay? I love that for us. All right. I love you guys so much. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you made it this far, they have a scales of justice. Give me that scales of justice thing. Give me the scales emoji. Put that in the comments. Yeah. Give me the scales of justice, okay, in the thing. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna talk to you guys later, okay? So, love you. Thanks for listening. And I'll be back later. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when I come on. Because, whenever the spirit moves me, I'm going to be coming on to share the message that wants to come through. So, yeah. All right. Talk to you later. Ooh, 2333 on my timer. Perfect. I love that. Okay. Later. Salam. I love you. This is all made up. And yalla bye.